Hello, my name is Mauricio Lastres. I am a racing driver and racing and engineering coach. And this is part 2 of how to learn a new racetrack. So now I am sitting in the Ford GT and we are at VIR, and I want to go ahead and review what we learned in the previous video. First off, obviously if you haven't seen the video, please go ahead and click on it now. But to review, I got printed out a track map of VIR, and then I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and in particular I took notes of the gears in every corner. And I also took note of basically brake points, any braking markers that I could find around the racetrack, and generally the line and the car placement of on before braking and on exit and everything. And the thing is that VIR seems to be a very technical track in some of these corners, because you're placing your car either in the middle of the track or not tracking out completely to have a better entry or a better exit, depending on the track, depending on the corners. So it's an interesting course. And that makes it very technical, because that means that you're not taking a typical line where you're exiting all the way out. You're actually waiting and holding a much tighter line to be able to get a better entry into the following corner. So to review, turn 1 is the second gear corner. Then we go through turn 2. At the apex of turn 2, start braking. Don't let the car go completely wide into turn 3. That's a third gear corner. Then to turn 4A, that's a second gear corner. Keep it tight to the left for 4B, so that you can have a good entry into 4B. Then turn 5 is third gear, then up through the gears 4th, 5th, and 6th. Wide open through the S's. A small lift possibly into turn 10. That's down 2 gears into 4th gear. Then hard braking uphill into turn 11. That's a third gear corner, which leads to a second gear corner, which is turn 12. Get a good exit there. Long straightaway. Brake at the 1 marker. We'll see if there is a 1 marker here and where to hit the brakes on it. Then it's a second gear corner for turn 14 and third gear corner for turn 16 and 16. Yeah. So that's the lap, and we'll see. I'm experimenting with using earbuds. So I hope that you guys can hear me well, but and maybe you won't be able to hear the engine, but we'll see how this goes. So let's go ahead and set off. So taking it easy, obviously, on the first lap, and I just try to familiarize myself with the track. It's important to obviously actually get to see it for the first time. And let me lower the volume in my ears. It's a little bit too loud and I can't hear myself think. And I guess these are the uphill S's, and they're kind of scary. I'm doing a lot of lifting this first lap. Obviously, we don't even have any grip yet. Oh, that's a lot tighter. Yeah, so right now, obviously, I feel pretty lost. I don't know what I'm doing. But it's part of familiarization and learning a new racetrack. So this is the long back straightaway, and this is the one that Bill Oberlin told us to brake at the 1 marker. So let's look for markers. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I carry too much speed. Okay. It's a lot slower than what it looks. And that was supposed to be a third gear corner, but not quite. Obviously, I think also maybe the gearing is not optimal for this track right now. I downloaded a VRS setup for most sport, So that's what we're using right now. The car was wanting to understeer there under braking. A lot of curve there. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be ideal. We're going to have to clean that up on the following laps. Okay, here we go. Slight lift, hit the curb, it's okay. Hard on the throttle, yes, it's a little bit better. So that time was a lot better. I turned it in a little bit harder into the oak tree turn. So that was better. So I mean, really, once you're on the racetrack, the tactic is obviously you can go back to the pits, do a lot of analysis, learn the racetrack. But the thing is that, especially in real life, you got to make do with the time that you have. So you have to learn how to basically learn on the fly while you're doing a lot of work, which is obviously trying to drive the car. You're going to have to be thinking of, hey, I made a mistake there in the previous corner. How do I fix that mistake? So there's a lot of processing that you're going to have to go through while driving. And that's what I'm thinking of right now. Like the previous corner, did I make a mistake? How can I fix it? Here, I had an issue with the turning. Oh, and I was trying to brake a little bit less there because the last time that I went through there, the car wanted to spin on me from the trail braking. So I had too much brake applied too late. And this time I went a little bit more gently, and still I had a problem because I didn't brake hard enough and then went off the track and didn't brake and hit the brakes too late. Too early, but that curve is smooth. I feel like that's too late on the throttle also, but obviously this setup is not perfect for for the track. So I mean, it's okay for an opening stint, but more changes to be made. Okay, so let's try it again. Brake at the 1. Still, I was a little bit timid on the throttle there, but that was much better. Oh, completely. I got on the brakes way too late. Okay, so the gearing is a little bit annoying to me right now. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to make a change, at least change the gearing, and I'm not going to really change anything else, but I do want the gearing to at least try to match something more adequate. So let's go to the garage and let's make a drive train change. So the issue is that I'm basically wanting to be 1 gear down in all the corners. So I need to be, okay, so I'm at the limit in first gear, a little bit of room in second gear. Okay. So let's just make a change to the final drive so that it changes everything. So right now, 6th gear, I think I was pretty at the end of the straightaway, I was pretty close to the rev limiter. Let's see. It's a shame that the car doesn't show you the RPM, but that's alright. Yeah, so that's as fast as we definitely need to be going. on the engine. So we'll keep the speed there the same. So that's about 265, but I want to Alright, so this is what I want to do. Alright, so we made a final drive change, so hopefully we'll be in second gear. And then we'll make a change here. 268, okay, so maybe just move this one. 268. And let's make a change to this one as well. Just so it'll be closer to where it was before, a little bit more in between the fourth and fifth gear. Let's see what that does for us. All right, set off again. All right, so what did we learn in the first stint? Well, got to brake earlier for this corner. I still haven't actually decided where I'm going to turn in, or where my brake point is. Somewhere between the 4 and the 3. I feel like I can brake a little bit later for this corner. Okay, the curve doesn't, it's not very nice, so let's not use that curve anymore. That curve is also very ugly, damn. So these are all notes that we're going to go back later and, track. Still turning in too early. That was really nice. Okay. Going down the back straightaway, we're looking for the 1 marker. Gotta be braking hard there. And definitely slowing down the car, second gear. Let's do it. I feel like I can actually brake a little bit later. Again, I braked way too late. I wonder if my car's broken now. I wonder if the Ford GT is still very sensitive to damage. We'll find out. Alright, I'm going to brake a little bit earlier this time. Make a late apex, much nicer. Hard on the throttle. Oh no, I have to get off the throttle. Nope, definitely not a first gear corner. Okay, so let's try to go through here flat. My mistake is I keep on turning in too early for that second S. Well, that was much better, but lift there and good, much better. That was a lot nicer actually. Second gear is still not high enough. Like I need a little bit more RPM in second gear because I'm still kind of like choosy between first and second. Sometimes first gear actually works. Oh, almost. I tried braking later there. It's getting better. It's getting better. And you see, like, you just keep on working at it. You keep on putting the lap together. But you try to get rid of the mistakes as quickly as possible. Much better arc through there this time. Okay, let's try it again. This time a little bit closer to the curbs. Last time, much better. Oof. Slight lift there. Down 2 gears. Carried a little bit too much speed. Turn it in. Hard on the throttle, on the traction control. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so last time I screwed up this corner coming up because I tried to brake later, and I did, and I think I could have gotten on the brakes harder, but I was a little bit scared of the back end coming around on me. So let's see what we can get done this time. Well, feels better, but it breaks between the 1 and I guess the 0. You can definitely take a lot more curb on that entry into, I think it's like turn 4. Let's see. Alright, through the S's. Now I'm getting more comfortable going through the S's flat. Oh, I didn't even have to touch the curbs there. Totally missed the apex. Alright, well, I think you guys get the idea. This is what I'm going through in my mind as I'm going through the laps. I'm basically making mistakes, but on the fly trying to learn about what I did wrong and trying to make the corrections. So let's see if we can get this one a little bit better. I'm still going to break at the same place as last time, but definitely think I'm overslowing the corner. I don't think that was any better. Try to give myself a better angle. Definitely that was better. So I apexed a little bit later that time, and I can see the lap time coming off. So let's see if we can maybe put together one more lap. But that's just basically the method. And like, look, we have 7 laps. I think 7 laps in total. Oh boy. Anyway, I got crossed up and I ripped the earbuds out of my ears. Okay, so that's obviously not going to be a good lap. So anyway, so we have 7 laps in total and already taken down several seconds on the lap time. I don't know what's going to be competitive here, but you know, we're getting closer to it, whatever it is. It's getting better, and only 7 laps, and I'm completely new to this racetrack. And as you can see, at least I'm going to be able to bring back the car in one piece. We haven't gotten the car in the fence or anything, so I would definitely say that that's a good day. And you know, learned a lot. So now I have some notes. Like if track time was done for me right now, we've had I guess 20 minutes. I've learned a lot. I could definitely go back and watch video and pick up some more speed afterwards and doing some more analysis as comparing now that I've actually looked and seen the track firsthand and driven it. Now I can see the differences. Like here, the entry into Oak, it's very bizarre and different than what I pictured it. I kind of thought that it would be more easy to do it like the way that you do at Imola at the bottom of the track, but it's really not like that. And I think the elevation change makes it a little bit awkward, and it's kind of hard to see the track. So right now I'm really awkward through there. Right here I'm braking pretty late, but it's hard to get the cardboard down. And then my entry wasn't very good. I think when I fixed the entry angle a little bit better, that made it a little bit easier and able to carry a little bit more speed. Same thing here. So try to make a later entry, and that's going to help out the exit. So I have a lot of information now in my head, and I'm going to go back and then watch the video again of Bill, watch maybe a couple more videos, and see what I can pick up on as to what the secrets are to going fast. So it's kind of like a never-ending process where you're learning the racetrack and how to improve. So that's basically it. It starts out with a piece of paper, and then by the end of the day, you have a lot of information in your head. It's best practice to write down everything that you learn, because you never know when you're going to be back to the track, and you may forget some details. So if you find a secret, certain bumps, certain things to look for, things that aren't obvious, it's always worth writing them down. So those are practices done by real life drivers to learn and retain information that they learned at real racetracks. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you know, I am running different video series now and developing more of them. Going to be making more different variety of content for YouTube. And let me know in the comments, especially if you have a different way of learning a new racetrack, or if you think there's anything I left out, or any other tips and tricks. You guys leave in the comments. We can have a discussion about how you learn new racetracks for iRacing or for real life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, obviously like it. And then you can also follow me on Instagram, or friend me on Facebook. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll see you on the racetrack.